It's week 3 of the National Football League, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's coming off a track meet kind of week, just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Our check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 16 carries, 67 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers for this week.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Pressure, he's brought down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it at the 37th. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Play action. It's Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Gibbs straight ahead. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The time now for a look at the Lions draft class, CD. And they may have gotten some questions about where they pick guys, but really make no mistake, this class continues to help bolster that new identity in Detroit.
They are all fits for what they're building there in the Motor City. I think they drafted a lot of starters in this class. How about on offense? Running back Jahmyr Gibbs and tight end Sam Laporta, day one starters. On the other side of the ball, linebacker Jack Campbell and Brian Branch, a safety or nickelback. I think they're day one starters as well. And I do love the pick of Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round as a developing quarterback.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Antoine Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Badgley able to punch this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
There he goes, left side. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Ritter now.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ritter back to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On 2nd down, Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 10.
Rick Flair.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Before the ball is snapped, but in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A 10-play drive that time, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Goff now. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here's Ritter.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Ritter off the play fake. This pass is caught by London.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ritter.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Going play action. Ritter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now it's gone. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
First down. Here's Ritter. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give right side for Gibbs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing the run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Ritter with it after the play fake. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll look to throw here.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Goff now looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Check, pink. Blue, check.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
Snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 27. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Into the hands of London. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ritter will set up to throw it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ritter from the gun. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, this
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Ready.
Here's Ritter after that pick 6. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jack Campbell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. But it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Liking 18. Ready.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the selfish... this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. It's Brian Branch with it.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game.
Ross St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Let's take it at around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
27 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Williams on the catch. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
We always knew that that 2022 is going to be something of a write-off here for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Montgomery back to the ground. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week